I mean, we were just sitting back, you know, chopping it up, reminiscing about the good old days and all that. You know, tracking my roots, where I came from and where I'm going. But like I say, man, always said it. It's not about the destination. No. It's all about the journey. It's all about the journey, baby. Ain't nothing changed but the weather.
Yo.
Actually, that actually was supposed to be, that song actually supposed to be for season 2, but I guess Morgan premiered
like
that tonight.
like
but
that.
that's actually the episode, the music for season 2. But he did
that.
the
All
intro.
right.
Yes,
All right.
he picked that one, and I actually felt it when he picked it when he came and played it about a month ago, and I was like, I like that. So
yeah,
that'll be y'all season premiere. Because that's supposed to be for next week, but we cool with it. So welcome everybody to the Chronicles of a Black Sheep. As we just mentioned, this is our last episode for season 1. So we definitely thank everybody for all the support that y'all have given us during this season, starting off trying to figure it out, go with the flow. But we will be next week with a new season. We're not going to take any breaks because none of my hosts or co-hosts wanted to. So we already have the lineup for like the next, what is it, next month? Almost month and a half. Got all the topics and stuff set up. Duriel?
Sure.
You know, I promise.
We ain't supposed to be telling them. Hey, we tell them at the end. Don't be.
Ain't okay.
See, you messing up. You messing up the vibe right now. See?
You messed it up when you got all excited about the intro.
It wasn't even that.
No, he did mess my head up though. He did mess my head up for real.
Okay. I'm sorry. Okay.
It's because you put him on the spot and he wasn't ready.
I really wasn't.
Hear it.
You ain't hear it.
What?
Nope.
You know what, Kevin?
All right, we finna kick you off the show right now. It's time for you to go. Yeah. Hey, where the Sandman at?
Oh my goodness. So to go ahead and get tonight started, we'll go ahead and do our introductions. So we got tonight some repeats. We got Boucher.
What's happening? How you doing?
We got Kevo.
Hey, how you doing?
We got a newbie on tonight, Miss Frankie.
Hello, everyone.
Nika Pink.
Hey.
And DW Chatterbox.
Hey, hold on. Is it gonna be Chatterbox or District Attorney? You got to pick one.
I never called you District Attorney, but I'm gonna change it to Chatterbox.
I gotta pick one.
He named himself District Attorney.
Yeah, he actually.
No, Anthony. Let the records reflect. Anthony called me District Attorney because I got so many questions.
Okay, well, I just know it wasn't me. So okay,
all
right. So we rolling. We'll roll with it. Jesus. So tonight's topic is relationship confessions. So right now, one of the hottest TikToks is the one where they're playing CeeLo Green's I Remember When I Lost My Mind, and everybody is going to posting on there what they did. So this particular one that tickled the hell out of me, one of the guys that I follow, his name is Jason, and he posted that he had removed the toilet seats off of all the toilets and took all the toilet paper.
Oh, that's petty. That's real petty.
Wait, stop. But he took all the toilet seats.
All the toilet seats.
And was it during COVID?
You know, I don't even say when it was.
Because if you were doing COVID, man, that's the death penalty. That's hey.
But I just know somebody was left with a shitty situation because you was finna shit standing up, and then you was finna grab a towel or sock or something. That's a predicament I never want to be in.
That is cold blooded.
No.
Cold
Now,
blooded.
if she ate some Taco Bell before that, I know it was.
Well, maybe she had a bidet.
Oh, yeah.
Oh.
Maybe she had a bidet. Her bidet for her booty. Yeah.
That's super petty.
Now,
It
that's
is.
real life petty.
That's real life petty.
Yes, it is. But let's be real. How many of us have done some petty stuff in a relationship at the ending?
I ain't never did nothing petty.
It depends what you consider petty.
No, I ain't never did nothing petty.
I know my ex and I were arguing, and he was going out with his friends, and he was at my house with no extra clothes, and I was ironing his shirt because I told him I ironed your shirt. And I sat there and left the iron on it and burnt the hole through it.
Hey, remind me not to let you iron shit for me.
Oh, wow.
No, you know what? I had a friend. She bought her boyfriend, like, he was a shoe fanatic. So what she did, she took all his left shoes and hid them. I was just like,
yeah.
Ooh, okay.
Yeah. I burnt the hole through the polo, so it was fine.
She said,
who paid for it? You or him?
I'm sorry?
Who paid for it? You or him?
He paid for it.
Oh, okay. Never mind. All right.
So when he saw this crispy, crunchy, extra starch ass shirt, what did he say? What did you say? Did you like hand the shit back to him? Like, here you go, dude. Like, what happened?
My bad.
I threw it on the bed. He picked it up. He was like, "You acting crazy. I'm gone." And I was like, "Bye." And that was. I mean,
that was the last time.
And then later on, he was like, "Why did you even ask to iron it if he's gonna burn it up?" And I said, "Burning it up was like impulsive. Like I didn't really put a lot of thought into it. I just burned it."
Apparently.
So, I'm glad you said that, Frankie. So when we talking about, here go my district attorney part. When we talking about relationships and stuff like that, what causes people to get in impulsive like that in a relationship? Impulsive pettiness. Yes, that's what I'm calling it.
Impulsive petty. I mean, there is a difference between petty being impulsive and not planning petty, but it's all emotion. It's strictly emotion.
Yeah.
And not being able to communicate in an adult manner. Now you got to know, I'm 46 now. I was every bit of maybe 26, maybe 27, around there, and did not have no skill set on a relationship and being able to communicate.
That's honest. That's very honest.
Yeah, I mean, and I didn't know how to say, "I don't appreciate you going out," or "I wish that we had spent that time together." I just burnt up the shirt.
That was how you said it. That's how you expressed yourself.
Yeah, that's exactly how I said it.
Yeah, pretty much. Straight, no chaser. I mean, yeah.
That's how it gotta be though. Sometimes, you gotta keep it real, keep it 100. A lot of people. That's why a lot of relationships go longer than they need to go because people don't know just how to say what they need to say, so they can go ahead and end it. Like I'd have been there plenty of times. Like we done went too far, and like we don't know how to. Like I know you don't want to be with me, and I don't want to be with you. Like nobody want to be the bad guy. Like we just gonna keep letting this go out here.
Right there, that's a key.
Because
so since you said that, Bobby. Since you said that, Boucher, I'm gonna go ahead and throw this out there. Have any one of the fellas been on the receiving end, or have y'all been petty? And if y'all been petty, what have y'all done? I'm taking notes because I want to be petty one day.
I mean,
I already got
have I done anything petty? And I'm a petty person, so this is really. Really? And I can't really think of nothing egregious that I've done, like I don't do things. All right, so I'm not a petty person to where like I'll do something to your stuff, but I am petty to where I will say things purposely to hurt your feelings. And like, yeah, I'm an emotional type of petty. Yeah. Yeah, I'll just say some. I told X one time, right? I didn't know it was gonna hurt her heart the way it hurt her heart when we was arguing. Now, like, you know what the problem was? We was never friends to begin with. So that's why this relationship ain't never gonna work. And when I say she was a whole gangster, like she was a real gangster, like, and how she stood up. That broke her down. And I was like, oh, it worked. And like that gave me some satisfaction, you know, in life, seeing her react the way she did. Like I'm an emotional petty type of person. Like I feel like if you hurt me, I'm gonna have to get you back. Like I'm gonna hurt you back. I ain't gonna disrespect your stuff because if I ain't buy it, ain't got no rights for me to destroy it. Because if you touch my shoes, I'm going to jail. We both going to jail because first of all, I'm gonna file charges, then I'm gonna do something petty, then I'm gonna end up in jail because you didn't fuck with my shit. Like, don't do that. But you know, I'm an emotional petty person. I'll say some stuff that really hurt your feelings. Like, don't like that's why I don't like arguing.
Because you're murmuring.
Yeah, that's a whole nother story because the environment I grew up in, arguments led to violence. And so I'm one of those people like I don't like arguing. So don't argue with me. So if you argue with me, that means you to push too many buttons. So whatever come out, you deserve 100% of it. Like okay. 100% of it.
Yeah.
And I'm nice. So you know,
yeah. I've dated those people.
Do we have a match on? We have a match on here. What's going on?
I said I have dated those people. I'm done with those now.
Oh,
yeah,
Kevin, you like type. You don't say nothing. You just go sleep with their mama, their cousin, and they aunties.
No, man. I was petty at one time. Before me and my ex-wife got married, we were broke up, and so her ex-roommate got an apartment in the same building, and I asked her to go to a Time concert, and she found out. Well, needless to say, I didn't go to the Time concert. And old girl was petty by telling her I was eating her damn vagina. And I'm like, and I didn't touch you. And to this very day, my ex-wife say how low down and dirty I was for eating that girl out.
You need your ass whoops. I'm upset because I wasn't ready for that.
Hey, see, I told you. See, I called it. I wasn't
ready.
I told you he looked like that, yo. He had a big ass hat with a feather in it. Yeah.
Nah.
Hey man, my head is on the shelf, man. My head is on
one of them go. Wow. Yeah. I didn't see you as the type, Kev.
As the type of what? What do you mean?
Kevin say the Lord has brought him a long way.
Ooh.
No, I said, well, for me, I haven't done anything petty. I had some petty stuff done to me, but like this was in high school. It was like long time ago.
Did you dust that memory off when you bring it into us?
Nah, cause when Kevin said something about his ex-wife, and it was kind of sort of the same situation. Not my ex-wife, it was a girl I was dating in high school, right? And so a girl I had a crush on, she asked me out, but it was just like on some platonic friend, blah 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 blah. Nothing happened, nothing like it was supposed to be like a group thing, but it ended up just us two ended up going to the movies.
Oh.
So long story short, the girl I was dating at the time found out. So I had literally just bought her like the little 3 foot teddy bears, right? So me being me, I ain't had no car, so I was on the bus. So I'm coming on the bus, and the bus stopped right close to her house. And so I'm getting off the bus, and I'm like, damn, they having a bonfire in their front yard. What the fuck going on? So we must be having a barbecue. Like, okay, it's gonna go down. So they like to cook. Then I got closer and closer. I say, that look like I rolled up on the man. She done set the damn bell on fire. I know this did not just set this belt on fire. Like, who does that?
Better the bear than you.
True. That is true. But again, she jumped to conclusion. And I'm like, when I asked her, I said, first of all, how did you find out? And then she wouldn't tell me. I said, second of all, why you just ask me what's going on? I said,
because y'all don't be telling the truth.
I ain't got shit to hide. Like, nah, if I was fucking, I'd be like, nah, you tripping. But I would have told her, like, this what happened. It was supposed to be 6 of us. It ended up being 3. It was me, her, and somebody else. And then we just ended up going to the movies. So we going typical high school shit. You just go hang out and do stuff like that. That's it. I wasn't into all that. The shit, the stuff the kids in now. No, hell no. I ain't learned that shit till I got to college. I was damn near grown. I don't think my mom was ready for that.
I'm just saying. Most of the time, dudes try to sugar the response, and you don't get all the truth out. So sometimes somebody else putting like, hey, it bring it to light a little better.
Okay. So all right. So okay, I'm gonna
wait. I'm a visual person, so all I see is this little bear.
Yeah. Smoking, like, it looked like a straight
Smokey the bear.
Yeah. Matter of fact, it was white. It was a white bear with a. I remember because it took me. Oh well, actually, I ain't paid for it. I got it from Toys for Tots, but.
What?
He just stole children's gifts.
You stole a bear from Toys for Tots and then went and gave it to your girlfriend.
I ain't still nothing.
You did a long-term borrow and you took.
Nope. I'm finna tell. See, y'all jump to conclusion. Y'all ain't even let me finish. That's what's wrong with y'all women now.
Don't start going.
No, for real talk. All right, we getting off subject. We got to tighten up. But no, I volunteered for Toys for Tots, and so like for the volunteers, they let you pick two toys to keep for all that for the hours and stuff because they can't pay you. Yeah, you just get volunteer hours, so they let you take 2 toys. I got her a bear. And I got my little cousin like a little fire truck, a car, or something like that.
Okay.
But yeah. So I'm gonna switch gears then. Since we're talking about relationship confessions. So we talked about the petty. Let's talk about the best relationship you ever had.
You said the what relationship?
The best.
I ain't got that yet.
You ever had? Y'all had some good relationships. I very seriously doubt that y'all had some fucked up relationships. They may have ended crazy, but at times
they ended. So can it still be good if it ended?
Let me finish.
Well, get it out.
Quit interrupting me. So talk about the good times that y'all had. Like the things that you miss about that relationship, or just relationships in general.
Okay. So the good times, like before the shit goes to.
Before the shit goes to shit.
The shit goes to. I mean, having fun, having somebody who. Is it me? I keep getting feedback. Is it me?
Yeah, it might.
Okay. Yeah, it's off now. Thank you. What I missed or really enjoyed about the relationship was doing things. Date night, dressing up, putting on makeup, looking good, smelling good, and somebody really appreciating your effort. And saying how silky your skin is and wanting to show you off. Like I miss that part. I miss that about the relationship and being with and being with a man that is that I miss it.
Damn, this seems funeral like with that description. Yeah. I mean,
Did I say funeral like? I'm sorry.
I can see that. Because I'll say that. Last relationship I was in, we did a lot of, we had a rule. It started off long distance, and we had a rule that whenever we saw each other, we would try something new, whether new restaurant, new endeavor, whatever. So that was always cool. But even coming home to that person or coming home to talk to that person about your day, definitely cuddling with that person, just being on that same level, it definitely gets missed. Because like me and Bobby discussed, the dating pool right now got a whole lot of shit in it.
A whole lot, just big
whole lot. It's corpses, everything. It's a shitty mess right now, for real. So yeah,
disgusting. Yeah, I guess that is the thing. The quality time is definitely top tier. Like being single, it's cool. But sometimes you just want somebody to go to the movies with, like, and hit you up on FaceTime and y'all just talk about nothing. But like, you rather talk about nothing with them than not do, talk to somebody else. Like, just having that person, that person, like, like if your day was good, your day was bad, I'm gonna hit this person up. Everything gonna be great.
Yeah.
Until they become a shitty ass person, and then, and this is why I'm single. Start off, like, I need you to keep this consistency of what you out here giving me, and then then you just turn around and just like do a whole,
the C word,
not 360 or 180.
C word was you said something there.
Mm-hmm. Consistency.
That
consistency lacks big time.
Yeah,
and the getting to know, talking, whatever process, it lacks big time. So to answer your own question, Dario, what do you miss?
I miss like I said, I miss the fun. I miss the just doing random shit. Cause I'm the type of person, like, I'm spontaneous.
Yep.
I get a wild hair up my butt and be like, yo, let's go, and just roll out.
Mm-hmm.
Or but sometimes, like, the people you with, like, man, I don't feel like going, I don't want to do this, I don't want to do that, and then you lose that interest of shit you used to like to do. You lose that interest of the things that y'all used to have fun with, but now it's just like it's
a chore.
It's okay. Yeah.
It's a chore to get them to do certain things, like.
And this it's something y'all said that made me smile. Well, not smile, made me smirk, because Bobby said, he said you got to be consistent, and I think, like, that has to go both ways. Like, if you know how I am, I'm always spontaneous. It shouldn't be no change. It shouldn't be no pushback, and vice versa. If I know how you are, like, sometimes I gotta, like, all right, I'm gonna sit my ass down. You know what I mean? But it shouldn't be one side or other. And that's not just for that. It's just everything. Because you got friends that you can do the same shit with. You can do the same. You can run around and do all that stuff with. But it's different when you have that intimate partner that you can really enjoy that time. Because that to me, and I had to learn, and I am learning this. Relationships, in order for relationships to last, I believe you have to build memories. You have to give yourself reasons
absolutely
to stay there. Because if all y'all did and all you did is fucked all the time,
sometimes
that's not a memory, though. Because after a while, because just like I say all the time, the same way you sucking dick or you laying pipe, somebody else could do the same thing. What's gonna separate you from somebody else?
Exactly.
And I think that's where now I'm going into different angle. That's where a lot of the cheating come in, because a lot of people bring that's all they bring to the table. Oh, I'm a head doctor. Oh, I can do this. Oh, I got 12 inches. This is okay.
Right.
But what else are you bringing to the table?
Exactly. And
what else are y'all?
And not just the sex part. Somebody
they can't bring any aesthetics to the table.
Right. They're like, oh, I'm a doctor, or oh, I make 7 figures and this and that and this and that. But you ain't got no goddamn personality. So all I'm gonna do is spend your money, have me a side chick, and go on about my business.
Yeah.
So that, again, that's just me. That's my thoughts.
And I think it's safe to say, okay, is everybody on here single?
Yeah.
Okay. And I think one of the biggest things I know that I have, and Luke's had an issue the other day, but everything is sexual. Like, you can't get to know a person. Like Duria was saying, you can't get to know a person. You talking to them, hey, how you doing? Blah, blah, blah. Just getting the basics. And the first hour or two, you done got a dick pic. You done got coochie, titty pic, whatever. But usually the dudes don't mind those pics. It's the females that usually have a problem with getting unsolicited dick pics.
Lies. If the coochie look like a gremlin, or the titties look like something from that was on National Geographic.
It looked like that.
Don't say National Geographic. That's that messed with my PTSD.
No, I'm talking about.
It looked like a ham sub.
But the thing is, even
but don't you eat ham subs? Don't you eat ham subs?
Nope.
What you gonna say, Frankie?
Not like that.
I was gonna say that the conversation goes sexual so quick. You don't know anything about me.
Yes.
Like, so it's not that you're being super sexual with me. What the problem is that you make me suspicious of your character. Because if you're doing it to me, I only can assume or make the logical conclusion that you're doing this with others. Right? And so that to me, it's just nasty. It's too many germs out here on the street for me to be catching a germ. I can't catch nothing. Like, that ain't nothing I'm trying to do. And I can't get with people who are just out here. If you community dick, you need to have a t-shirt on that says I'm community dick. If you community cooch, then label that. I am very clear to folks that there is a lot. TK, I'm one of the people tell them straight off. Maybe this is still why I'm single. There is a lot easier pussy to get than mine. You don't have to work for this. And I can throw a rock. I can pull up an ad. I can get you somebody who can satisfy that for you. But it's gonna take some work. And I'm not one of them people who say, I'm not one of them Steve Harvey women like, oh, we gotta do 90 days, we gotta do 60 days. It is, I will fuck when I want to fuck. If that's day 2, if that's day 6, it is whenever I want to. But the thing is, it's a vibe.
Yep.
Yeah. It's a vibe. And you got to hit me with the vibe before any of that. So ask me how big my breasts are, or what do I like sexually on the second conversation.
Bobby, you say ooh?
Yeah.
Who is that to say ooh?
Oh, that wasn't me. Look, as a man, I don't even initiate those conversations.
And you know what? I appreciate that.
Yeah, I'm gonna let you do that, because guess what? I don't want you thinking what my intentions, because I know what my intentions are towards you.
Exactly.
Like, so I want you to get to know you first, and then when you bring it up, we can talk about it a little bit. But I'm still gonna revert back just because, you know.
But when I talk to some women, it seems like they expected for me to go in that route or say something starting right off the bat, and I don't. I have no reason to.
One of the guys, one of the guys I dated who really got me, that you know, we went out on a couple of dates before he even kissed me. And by the time that happened, I was asking, hey, we kissing? What are we doing? And then, you know, he found it hilarious or whatever. And then, you know, stuff went on from there. But it was really a mind game. Like, he got my head way before.
Yes, that part.
And that was something that was super attractive. It was just that, come to find out that he had somebody at the house. I would probably still be messing with him, but he was married. But I had to do my investigative skills.
God,
let me tell you, these married men are
they trash.
They are.
I had a whole stalker ass dude in my inbox for like 2 weeks from the show that watched the podcast that went stalker. That had a whole chick, but he was in my inbox.
Yes.
Like he thought we was in a relationship. He's sending me eyes, like, because I ain't checked in, and like,
not the eyes.
Dude, he was sending me eyes. He was sending me video messages, like back to back. Like, I don't know if his phone was cheap and he could only do 10-second videos, but dude, he 3 in the morning, he's sending me like 15 videos, and I'm sending it to them like, look at this shit, like, look at this. Yeah. And Duriel, he don't help. Oh, he wants you. Check him out. He wants you. And I'm like, that's not precious. And he's like, I'm trying to get your attention. This ain't the way to do it. I'm highly turned off.
Well, let me tell you, beautiful. I was like, okay, dog. Okay, all right. Get it.
But hold on a second. But how disrespectful to have a whole woman at the house. That's the part I can't.
I was like, so let me ask y'all this. Let me ask y'all this. Like, when it comes to that cheating, let's talk about cheating. What causes people to cheat? What do you think causes people to cheat?
They own that.
They got low moral standards.
No, because they want to.
They did it. They did it before they got married, and they was gonna do it when they got married, just to see if they could get away with it. And if they could get away with it, they're gonna keep doing it.
Yeah, it's just some people with some trash ass spirits. Period.
Yeah, because I'm gonna break up with you before I cheat on you. Like,
man, I'm telling you, like.
But hold on. Earlier, you said that, like, you mentioned like people being in relationships that to the point where neither one of them want to break up because they don't want to be the bad guy. Did that contribute to it?
No, some people just trash. That's just like, because like I said, I've never cheated on anybody. I would break up with you before I cheat on you. Like, I'm that person. Like, this ain't working. Maybe we'll be better as friends. And that's why I got a lot of ex-girlfriends that are friends, except for like one, and the ones that is dead. But other than that, I'm cool with like all my ex-girlfriends, because like, you know, I'm gonna end it with you. I'm gonna be a real person, like, and just end it. Like, what the fuck I'm gonna cheat for? Like, that's we're adults. Like, if you want to go fuck somebody else, tell me you want to go fuck somebody else. Like,
exactly.
Like, it ain't no point. Like, you don't might know, because I might want to fuck somebody else too, and we're gonna just turn this to an open relationship, Lord, and then bada bing, bada boom. You know what I'm saying? Like,
hey, that's the thing. Now.
I still fuck with you. We still fuck with each other because we fuck with each other on that level. But you want to fuck somebody else, and we'll say that'll be our arrangement. Boom. But
okay,
like, I'm not.
I got a question. Why you saying that? So, with that being said, if you break off into this open relationship, ain't that turning the situation into a community coochie, community dick situation? Right? You can fuck this person, you can go now fuck this person, but we meet in the middle. See, I don't like sharing my shit. My shit is my shit. That's my penis. Nobody else's penis. That's my penis. It's not community. I don't like sharing. I don't like sharing as a kid. I don't like sharing as an adult neither. It's mine. My name on it.
It's a lot of married people that's out here in these same open relationships.
You right.
And guess what? Yep. It's easy.
Polygamy is real these days.
It's easy to get into the marriage. It's hard to get out and separate all that stuff out. People got kids, so you know it worked for some people. I mean, I'm not that person. Like, because I don't like sharing.
It can't be. It cannot be that difficult. that you feel like that you can be in this open relationship, and I know people talk about for kids, property, cannot be that difficult. Just cut this off. And my thing is, if you're gonna date or you're gonna have this open relationship, and if you want to date me and you're married, just the wife. But every time I've had somebody, they're like, oh, we're in an open relationship. Okay, well, let me and Martha and you, let's all meet. Oh, no. Well, you ain't in no open relationship.
No, Martha, it's closed like a book.
If Martha ain't ready.
So I got a question. Who all in here has been cheated on?
Damn it, Kevin. You took my question.
I ain't gonna put no leg up because I don't want y'all to get excited, but
nah,
I could probably put both
leg up. We're gonna start dry heaving.
Just saying.
Because I've been cheated on, right? And she was gonna break up with me. And instead of telling me she wanted to see somebody else or whatever, my detective side found out.
That detective
I wanted to know who she was cheating with. I said, I know you cheating on me. Yeah. I said, so how long you been seeing them? Oh, about 2 months. Where you been seeing? Where you find them? Where y'all met at? Skating rink. I was like, oh, see, that's why I stopped going to skating rink with you and your daughter. I stopped. So she met the guy at the skating rink, and when she showed me a picture, I couldn't do nothing but laugh. I was like, you cheated on me with that? And I just laughed.
Don't that be the part when you find out what they cheated on you with, and you like, I know you fucking lying.
And the truth part about it, everybody knew about it in her family except me. So when I come over, her daddy, her mama, her daughter, all of them knew about it except me.
Oh, I remember that. I remember that. I remember that, Kevin.
Remember that?
Mm-hmm. I remember that. Yeah, I do remember that. Yeah. So we got a question in the comments from one of our regular viewers. Hey, Rodney. Okay. Rodney says, so I have a question. Why do the married men get the bad rep, but not the woman who lets these married men in their body? Not saying that the married man is not wrong, but why do the women, are they not at fault? Just a thought. I got a whole lot of responses to that one. See, but go ahead, Frankie. Go because I see you ready.
No, me personally, I have never been mad at the woman. I've never have confronted the woman. I've never have done any of those things because that ain't her responsibility. It's the man who's in a relationship with me is responsible for my feelings, not her. Yep. Because I have been a woman that's been the other woman and had wives calling me. And I was like, ma'am, if I knew about you.
That part.
If I had known about you, then I definitely would not be in this relationship. And it's done and over. And please keep your dog in your yard.
So okay, let's flip that.
But I've never had it out with another woman. Now I've had a woman cuss me out from here to there, but my thing is I didn't know. So I couldn't take it personal. She wasn't saying what she was saying to me wasn't, she was coming from an emotional place of her man, and then go talk to your husband. And then she wanted to be my friend later. And ma'am, I'm not gonna be your friend.
Ooh, they do be wanting.
She wanted to be my friend. And I know what your intentions are because you want to be able to keep track of if your man coming back. It's over. It's done. I'm done with y'all.
So let me ask you.
But women who
I'm sorry.
That the thing is that women catch a bad rep and men should catch a bad rep. But women, we always go after the other woman. Some women do because they just can't handle it because it's ego. There's always ego involved. But it shouldn't be that way. My ego ain't that.
Now, he's saying, why do men catch a bad rep? If the men wouldn't put themselves in that predicament, they wouldn't catch a bad rep. They know they married.
Can we say it a little louder for the people in the back?
What's the use of you?
Okay, stop.
What's the use of you approaching all these women? And even if she found you attractive, if she coming on to you, why can't you just like, man, no, no, I can't do it. I can't do it.
So check this out then. Okay. Since we gonna sit there and do this, what about the married women who do it?
And it goes.
That's the same thing.
Not because I knew y'all were gonna say that shit. Because you'll hear more about the men. You'll bash the man, but as soon as a married woman do it, oh, she was reaching out. She wasn't fulfilled in the relationship.
It's the same across the board. For number one, the person that's outside of that marriage, they didn't take that vow. That man and that woman that took that vow is accountable. When you decided to step out and go fuck Sheila, or you decided to go fuck Tom, that's when you put yourself in that situation. Ain't nobody else at fault for that, but them two the people that's in that commitment and made that agreement and that promise before God. Nobody else is accountable. But if you sat up there and let you, what they say, you accidentally fell in, or you accidentally let him fall in, that's your fault. Nobody else's fault, because nobody else made that vow before God. Ain't nobody else in the union but them two people. So when you step out, that's your fault. You didn't open that door, not nobody else. Now you could see the big booty Judy. You know, y'all guys like the big booty and the big breasts. If she walk by and you can't turn your head without falling and drooling and gotta go get her number, it's something wrong with you. It ain't it's you.
So just for my clarification, it goes both ways.
Absolutely.
Nika look like she want to say something.
No.
Nika look like she want to say something. It's bursting in her head.
No, it's really not. I mean, T is taking care of it for me because I feel the same way. It's them. It's on y'all. That's y'all.
But you know why you hear more about these married men who you hear about married women that cheat? The reason is because men don't go complaining or don't shout out that she a hoe, that she cheated on me, because of ego.
Yep.
They don't want that shame from their boys saying, "Oh, your wife been cheating on you." They don't advertise that. When a woman is hurt, she don't care who knows. But a man, when he's hurt, he keep that on the down low. And so that's why they both crash.
That part I disagree. Because, and this is why I say that, because, and y'all can back me up or not. When a man tell another man that they significant other is cheating on him, the first thing his boys and shit gonna do is go get him another one. That's the first thing they're gonna do. Okay, hey, like they say, all right, let's body the bitch and go find you another one.
Ooh,
so I disagree with the whole part about they don't that ego. Nah. I think this is my personal opinion again. I think what it is one, they always say women are better at cheating than men. Women are cheat with 3 men in the same room, and now one of them know about each other.
Exactly.
Where's she at?
Then on top of that,
playbook.
And then on top of that, y'all know it. I'm gonna tell, and this is why it's like that. Because no, I'm gonna tell you why it's like that. Because the woman will set herself up to be the prize for that man, the ones that she's cheating with. So the dude's like, okay, I got this piece, I got her, and so I ain't gonna tell nobody, because he think, okay, that's the one everybody looking for. So I'm tapping that, and I'm gonna keep that on the down low. Men, we are hunters. So if we got the prize, we gonna talk shit. Yeah, you see that? Yeah. Nah, for real, dog. Yeah, dog. Yeah. So that's what I see as why we don't hear a lot about women cheating, because they do it better. And then the second part of that, women don't cheat physically all the time. Women cheat emotionally. So like y'all, and y'all just confirmed it. So don't look crazy now. You said you get in my head, you got the body. women, that's how women cheat. Women mess with a man emotionally, and everything else will follow.
Women do the emotional thing. I got this best friend who got caught again inboxing.
Wait. Is this the person? This oh, y'all just a laugh already confirmed. That's my boy. That's my boy.
Got caught again in the inbox on Instagram. Telling the chick what he gonna do to her. This, that, and the third. And I'm like, what in the hell? You just don't learn.
So, for the people that's in IM, this person was in IM, and his wife had messaged various people in their messenger.
Stop.
Back then. That's all I'm saying.
Don't do that. You must got something good in that cup because you off the chain today.
This is a monkey mama. I ain't tried it before, but it's called a monkey mama.
You don't need to have nothing from the jungle no more. You need to get a goddamn. You need to have a virgin iced tea. You need a virgin iced tea. God damn. Everybody business out there.
Well, his wife put the business out there. It ended up in the group.
Holy shit! So okay.
Why
So
even stay when you get to that point again, and you gotta go reach out to all these again and try to tell them.
I'm telling you.
Let's keep it 100. Let's keep it 100. Let's keep it 100 now.
What?
Everybody, I'm gonna ask y'all a couple questions. First question is, what is the hardest part about breaking up?
Ooh, it depends.
No, it ain't no depends. What is the hardest part about breaking up?
Okay. Splitting property. How you gonna tell me? It depends.
You said what? What you say, Nika?
Splitting property.
Okay. What's next?
That's it.
So, mine for me in a relationship was not being around his family no more, because his family was the kind of family, like, they always had family stuff going. So weekends we look forward to going Uncle so-and-so house and kicking it, or to grandma so-and-so, because like they were very family oriented. So when we broke up, I missed that like big time. Granted, me and his family are still cool, even to this day, 20-something years later, but I miss that.
What's next? What else? What else somebody else got? I know you got something, Bobby.
What I just tell you, I break up with people. I have no problem breaking up with nobody. Once I'm done, I'm done. Like, I'm a cancer. Once I'm done with you emotionally.
But no, okay. What if they break up with you?
On to the next one. I ain't chasing nobody.
So you don't miss nothing about it. You don't miss nothing about it.
Listen, but shit, if you don't want me, I'm not going to be out here fighting for nobody.
Okay.
That's it. Like, it's okay. Because yes, it's easy to go find somebody else. As soon as you find somebody that, oh, you single? You know, I've been feeling you. All right, well, let's see.
Okay. Okay.
You know, let's do this 2-week relationship, see how this works. Let's do this trial period, and then I'm going to the next one. Like, I'm not. Look, I've been single more than I've been in a relationship, and I don't mind being. I haven't come to the point in my life. I don't mind being single. I make myself happy, so I'm not going. If I get in a relationship.
Oh, you said something. Let me write that down.
Definitely. Here we go.
If we in a relationship and you feel like you don't want to be with me no more, and if I'm obviously not doing something that's going to satisfy you, cool. I hope you find whatever you're looking for. You're going to spin the block again, but that same way that I felt about you is not going to be the same way.
Not going to ever be the same.
Yeah. So you're going to come back. We're going to attempt this. The relationship that, and it ain't going to work. But, like, I'm not just out here. What that saying? If you love something, you let it go. You come back. I mean, I don't give a fuck if you come back, because I'm still not going to work. Like I said, I'm an emotional person. So once you hurt me, it's fuck you forever. Like, you can.
So, okay.
Unless you're giving me some money, And then that'd probably be the only way that I really fucking like, oh, you a millionaire now? Okay.
Oh wow. Oh wow.
But nah, so y'all hitting on stuff. That's why it's the reasons why folks find it hard to leave, because you got all these different ties. It's not easy, as everybody think it is or said it is, to just up and leave. You get, because basically what's happening is you are killing a relationship, and you have to cut all these ties. Like T said, family.
It's crazy.
Our family was
It's
tight.
crazy. It's crazy.
Nika said splitting property. Some people like the emotion. Some people like the routine. That's what makes it hard for people to leave.
The comfort.
The sex. I mean, yeah, all of the comfort, all of that. See, all of that stuff make it hard for people to leave. So it's just not as easy as like, he did this, it's time to go. It's just not that damn easy.
But your mental health though, like fuck all that. If I'm that stressed out and I have to go through what she's going through, fuck, I'll take it. I'm out.
But wait. Like you just said, it's your mental health. A lot of people are not at that level yet.
No,
they're not. No, they're not.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
I had an off and on relationship with somebody, and I always say it was a weekend fling that lasted for 10 years. Like, it was off and on. So, I mean, I dated plenty of people in between. He didn't got married, divorced, and all that. It finally was for the simple fact that I had to stay, and I had to just get on the side of the bed and just say, God, you got to cut this off, because I got to be done with this. Because this ain't nothing. This is not what anybody wants for their life. And he was never abusive. It was just crazy. It was just a weird thing. Sex was a big part of it, and the comfort, like he was just really comforting me. And so it finally only ended when I was like, I mean, this is gonna sound crazy, and I hate on this podcast for a second, but I had to really have in my head that if I messed with him again, that basically I was not gonna get any blessings with God. Like nothing in my life would ever be right as long as I messed with him. And I had to treat it like an AA situation. Like if I mess with him, then then the damn dog don't die. Something, something crazy is going to happen if I mess with him again. And I still talk to him to this day, but we don't talk. We text only. We don't see each other. There's none of that going on. He's married again and all of this. And if it's just like, hey, you alive? Yeah, I'm alive. You good? You good? You good? You good?
Yeah.
And we keep it pushing. But it can never be more than that. Never. Because I know that if I deal with him, then my mama's foot gonna fall off. Something crazy gonna happen. And that's the way I had to treat it in my head for me to be finally done. That I had to do that and therapy. Like, whoa. Because it was just a comfort level. I've never been that comfortable with anybody. He knows me in and out, but he treated me like shit. And just because he knew me and we had feelings for each other doesn't mean that you were for me. He was never on my team.
Right.
Wow. And so I had to let that go.
And reality is everything. Sometimes that reality, you don't want to face it because you're in a comfort level or you feel like you failed. And I know after I had made this move, because I was on that Bobby Caldwell moment, what you want to do for love. And one of my situations that kept me there longer than I should be is because I took that leap. And I had a lot of family friends that was against me making that move. But to come back home, basically as I failed, that relationship failed was hard for me. It was a really hard adjustment. But when you get to a point to where when somebody touch you, it either make you sick or ready to throw up or just something negative. It's time to go. Like he could be next to me and I could be like, I'd be having them, oh, I just want to suffocate you with this pillow. But what if you accidentally slipped on the ice and fell off the balcony, off the third floor?
Damn.
Y'all are some evil motherfuckers. Y'all know that?
Like, no, because what was being done to me made me that way.
I had it all figured out too. How the body was gonna be disposed, what my alibi was gonna be, you know, the second alibi was gonna be. Like I wrote it down. Like
that's too much evidence right there. Writing it down and all that stuff. Nah.
But I'm serious. Some relationships will take you there. And granted, with this person, I did not expect to. I never thought that where we were, that I would have had to deal with a lot of the stuff that I had to deal with in the relationship. So I was really sitting there like, damn, I didn't see this shit happening. Like, I didn't see this. Like, with this particular person, like, we had no issues until we moved in together. And then I was just sitting there like, damn, am I in a Twilight Zone? And what's going on? And the mother stuff happened, and I was just sitting there looking like, you fucking lying. Like, I know I'm not going through this with this person. I know that this motherfucker know. I know what time he get off of work. You get off at 11 and you walking into the apartment at 2 o'clock. I know it's traffic in Dallas, but it ain't that much damn traffic in Dallas. Like, and it started becoming a day-to-day thing. And it was little bitty pieces. Because if anybody know me, they know I'm observant than a motherfucker. So when I start seeing this mail being laid on the table or on the counter, and it ain't got our address on it. But you just walked in this motherfucker at 2 o'clock in the morning with some mail that got your name on it that ain't at this address. So that means you passed our house to go 30 minutes over yonder to go get this mail. And then you brought your ass home after a little minute. Because that's 4 hours that it went by. So I didn't know. I had a little black book. And I was documenting the crazy. Because if somebody else flipped, I had a whole book. This why I flipped right here. This right here. All this shit is why I flipped. But my best friend said it best. Because he would talk to me every night. And like, damn, you in there cooking and you washing dishes and you doing laundry like every night. You doing this. Like, what this Negro do? And I was like, to me, that's what I was supposed to do. But then he told me, he said, when you get tired of being sick and tired, you taking your ass back to San Antonio. And I was like, really? And he was like, I'm telling you, sis, when you get tired of being sick and tired, your ass gonna be gone so fast. Baby, say, I came home, supposed to be for a weekend, and I ended up in San Antonio for 2.5 weeks. And while I was here, I was like, you know what? Bitch, it's time to go. We had a little talk with Jesus. I think I talked to him one time while I was here. And I was like, yeah, you know, this ain't, yeah, I think I'm gonna be coming back home. I'm gonna give myself 30 days because I didn't come to that motherfucker without a job, and I ain't leaving with that motherfucker without a job. So as soon as I got back, I got on my hustle on getting my ass transferred back to San Antonio. 30 days, I was done and I was out. That was it. When the thoughts and the disrespect kicked in, when you could say something to me that shouldn't have been said about you putting your hands on me, and my daughter has overheard you say it, it's time to go. Point blank, period, no chaser. We out. And we left. Now, if anybody know the ending to this story, like 6 months later, he followed me back to San Antonio. But we didn't get back together. So, yeah.
You know,
you got to know when.
On my end, with breaking up with her, I mean, I was thinking about it for months. months, and I was talking to certain people, and then they was, yeah, things got to get better, but it never did. And with this person, and when I'm with them and I love you, that means my mind, I start planning things. And I was planning for us to do stuff, and I just stopped. No concerts, no plays, no dinners, no nothing. I stopped everything. I just stopped. And November, December 2013, and I told her, I was like, I don't do this no more. She was like, what you mean you don't want to do what? I don't want to be together. This ain't working for me no more. And she was like, you must be hungry or something. You tripping. It must be this. It must be that. And I was like, man, I don't want to do it no more. I said, it's not working the way it's supposed to work. Yeah, I love your daughter. I love you, your mama, and your daddy. But I can't do this no more because it's not putting something in with me. So then, after a while, then she wanted to throw money at me. So I needed this hot water tank, right? So she was like, I told you I was going to pay for the hot water tank. I don't want your money for the hot water tank. I don't want that. I wanted your time. I wanted you, period. Because every time when she gets off work, she got to pass my exit coming home on the expressway. This Negro would call me on my off days from dialysis. You at home? Yeah, I'm at the house. Oh, damn, I just passed your exit. And that's the same line she would give me every other damn day. And I couldn't do it no more.
Look.
And I'd be talking to her coming from the job. Oh, damn, I just passed your exit.
That when you're like, all right, bitch, just keep on riding.
Right. And then after that, I was like, I don't want to do this no more.
Absolutely.
What do that sound like? So, Bobby, we kind of had this conversation the other day about this was in our dating pool conversation. So, this dude that was trying to talk to me, one issue I got is when I've known you for a while and you come up and tell me I'm interested in you. I'm like, but I didn't know you. Like, so what made you have interest in me all of a sudden? Like, was my hair extra cute one day? Did I say something that just really moved you? Like, I want to know what made you just flip the switch that you like me all of a sudden. Because now I'm looking at you sideways. Like, I done known you about 10 years. That's an estimate. What is it? But then when you say that and then you drop little stuff like, hey, I'm on your side of town.
Okay.
So you coming through, like, I'm trying to understand what that means. And you telling me you on my side of town, like, were you coming by? Like, what was the need for that public service announcement? Oh, I gotta go get my haircut today. Well, I know when you get your haircut, you gotta pass by me. So what the fuck does that mean?
Right.
You don't stop by, but you quick to let me know what them little restaurant down the street from your house. What the fuck did that mean? Because you ain't gave no invitation to say, hey, meet me at such and such down the street. What the fuck does that mean?
Can I? Go ahead, Frankie. You about to say something?
Oh, I was just gonna say that's a classic dating pool. That's what's going on nowadays. My thing is, you can't come to my house.
Mm-hmm. That part.
You can't come to my house because it's not what we do. I'll meet you someplace. We can hang out, but until we get to really know each other, you can't come to my house. And the thing is that these people who want to hint around like you, oh, I'm on your end of town, I'm downtown. And because I like to be, I'm gonna be real clear. I like to be dated.
Hello. Yes.
What is dating?
Dating to me is we do stuff that's fun. It don't even have to be anything. As long as we are out enjoying each other, but just sitting at my house for you to want to rub on my booty, that's not dating.
So let me. Okay.
I like booty rubs though, but
yeah, I like booty rubs, but I want.
Man, I love booty rubs.
I want to, especially when getting ready to know each other. We can. It don't have to be expensive. We can go get a coffee. We can go up here to a park. We can do a whole bunch of stuff. But so let me know your personality.
Let me drop a scenario on you, and I want, and this for everybody. This for everybody now. So you and that other person, getting to know each other, whatever, and they call you like, "Hey, check this out. I'm gonna be at the mall at this time. I got something to take care of. You want to ride with me?"
Okay.
Would that be considered a date, or that's just a ride along? What is your thoughts?
I consider that a date.
TK,
that's a ride along.
That's a ride along. That's not a date.
Yeah, that's not a date.
What you get from me is what we going for, what we doing. Don't have me picking out something for your mama, your grandma, helping you. Yeah, don't have me get dressed. Don't have me dress you for some other bitch. And I'm not expecting any gifts. I'm not one of those. I'm not chicks. You be going to the mall. You got to buy me something. I'm not. Absolutely, because I got my own little $2, so I'll buy myself something if I want it.
That's interesting.
But that's fine. I guess you know what, Darrell. Really, the part I have with that is just because I'm not doing anything doesn't mean that I didn't plan not.
Well, okay.
If I have plans, if I plan not to do anything, or if I'm not doing. I don't like last minutes. I feel like it's just my time. You calling me 30 minutes ahead. You calling me talking about you on the road. You 10 minutes from my house talking about, oh, you want to ride with me to the mall. You want to go. Let me come by, scoop you up. Let's ride. You knew you was going to the mall 2 hours ago. You could have called me then. I like to be the first thing on your mind, not the last thing on your mind.
Yeah.
That's me personally. Because when I think about you, I'm thinking about you the first thing on my mind. On my whole day, my plan.
Yeah.
When I'm thinking about you, when I wake up, I'm thinking about you. And that when I make my plans for the whole day, I'm gonna say, I'm going to lunch. Do you want to join me? If you can't make lunch and I'm running to the mall at this time, after I'm done with the mall, I'm gonna go do this. You want to join in any of these endeavors? By the time I get home at 9, what you got planned, what you gonna do? We hooking up, we seeing each other. And I'm saying that conversation in the morning. You tell me where you fall at. You ain't got to spend the whole day with me, but if you want to see me, then fall in.
Yes, make
so those are my plans. Because if I don't have plans to do, if I don't do that, guess what? That's what I plan to do. I'm busy.
Yes.
And so I like to be the first thing on somebody's mind, not the last. Calling me at 10 o'clock at night, 11 o'clock, 12 o'clock, you're not getting no response. I don't want to be your last thought. I want to be your first thought.
Yes.
Hold on. You just said you want to be the first and last thing. You got to make up your damn mind.
I said I don't want to be the last. I want to be your first thought. I said I don't want to be your last. Your first.
No, you said first and last. So
no, sir. Right. I didn't say and last.
All right.
I said I want to be your first thought.
Your internet fucked up. So check it out.
You know what? Don't get me started. Don't you?
Hey, so check this out though. So since you said that, like, it kind of, for me, and this is how I think, it kind of contradicts stuff that you said earlier. And what I mean by that is, you said you want to do something fun, do something spontaneous and everything. That's spontaneous. Wait.
I didn't say the word spontaneous.
Wait. Let me finish. Okay. All right. Now, okay. I'll retract the word spontaneous, but you want to do something fun. So, and I understand that you might have stuff planned, and that's fine. But I guess the way I'm thinking of it is, you said you want to spend time. Spending time is spending time. And if you don't have nothing planned and you don't want to do nothing, it's fine to say, I don't want to do anything. But it seems to me that you are holding it against the individual for calling you and saying, "Hey, I'm going this way. Would you mind riding along with me?" You see what I'm saying? Versus, because the way it was painted, it was like you was a last minute thing. Like, nah, that individual wanted to spend time with you. Period. It didn't matter if it was whether y'all was going on a date or whether y'all was going just to bullshit. And I'm saying that's because I hear from a lot of men and women that I know and I talk to about relationships. That is a pet peeve of theirs, but the flip side, they're like, they just want to spend quality time with individuals. And I'm just like, well, if they're calling you, of all people, to ask you, of all people, to ride with them, of all people, isn't that spending quality time together? Isn't that saying, hey, I want to spend time with you? Out of all the people that I know to go to the mall with, I want to take you to the mall. It doesn't have to be to buy you anything. It's just to walk around. Shit, I'm a fat kid. Like, I'm gonna use myself. I like to eat. If I ask you to do that, first thing we're gonna stop is the fucking food court. Get some ice cream. Shit like that.
Well, then include that with your plan. Include that with your plan. Don't just pick somebody up and say, hey, let's ride with me to the mall. One, it sounds like you don't have a plan other than I'm gonna go to the mall. You want to ride with me?
Detailed itinerary. That's what you're saying. Y'all want a detailed itinerary.
So I'm gonna back it up. Because when you originally stated it, you said, I may call and just be like, hey, ride with me to the mall. Okay, for one, that don't sound like a plan. For two, I don't know if you called just me last minute to say, hey, can you go with me? Because your number one draft pick decided not to go with you. I don't know that. But even if you do invite me to the mall and be there with you, have a plan. Be like, hey, you want to ride to the mall with me? I'm gonna do it. Let me know what you got planned. Let me know what we're gonna do. Because if I'm just gonna go with you, consider it as, we spend time together. I'm not feeling that. I'm not feeling the whole ride to the mall, to walk around, or whatever you got planned. That's just not me. I don't know. It ain't. I'm not finna do that. You're not finna call me last minute, talking about come ride with me to the mall. I'm not finna do that. That's I don't consider that spending time. None of that. Come up with a plan. I need a plan. I'm not finna get up out my bed, put on clothes last minute to go ride with you to the mall. I can't do that.
Because some of those things have led to some of my fun times being with certain people. Like, it started with a ride to the mall. We end up going to the movies or going out to eat or, end up going buy something at the mall, then end up going out later that night. Like, I guess with me and Dira, we probably think the same. We both spontaneous people. So yeah, some people, y'all want to plan, y'all want to know the whole thing. With men, most of the time, a lot of men don't think like that. We thinking at the spur, like, hey, I need to go to the mall. So, hey, let's go to the mall together. I might end up, and I've dated females like that who are sitting with me like, well, hey, I'm going to the nail shop. You want to ride with me? You want to go to the hair store with me? Shit, let's go. Let's ride.
If you got that kind of time, then why not plan something with her if you got that type of time? If you got all day and all you got to do is ride to the mall, why not make a plan for something? Why not plan it?
Okay. I'm gonna say
why not plan something?
I'm gonna say this. Sometimes the best things in life are not planned. A lot of times that the funnest time individuals have is not planned.
I agree that sometimes everything doesn't have to be planned. My thing is, it's the thought. My thing is,
and that's my whole point.
How do you say your name again?
Nika.
Nika. I'm sorry. As Nika said, I don't know if you call 5 other people, and I'm on the 6th person on your list. The thing is that it's not. I'm not. I don't know where you're gonna go with that, but my thing is that I want to be spontaneous too, but I also don't want my time wasted. So you got to figure out. You have to figure out a balance, because when you call me and say we're just gonna ride to the mall, you want me just to come out my house for 2 hours to be walking around with you for what? What we doing? You got to tell me something more. And maybe if I was 16, maybe if I was 24, maybe if I was 30, I might be willing to just do that. But at 26, dude, got going on. And what I'm not going to do is just be riding around with you just because you asked for that. You got to tell me something else. And if that's me single, then I'm gonna be at this goddamn house by myself.
My ass too, because I'm not finna waste the babysitter to ride with your ass to the mall and you turn around and bring me back home in 2 hours and we ain't did shit.
Okay.
Hard to come by. You have to have a plan. Because if I call my babysitter and I have her here watching these kids to ride with your ass downtown San Antonio to walk in River Center for you to go get your door whatever and come back.
Y'all ready?
I'm gonna be pissed the hell off.
Y'all ready? All right. So I'm gonna put this disclaimer out there. Don't get mad at what I'm about to say.
Bullshit.
Don't take it personal. Don't get mad at what I'm about to say. Just from what y'all are saying, it's showing that you guys are still bitter about shit that happened in the past. For one. For two, yes, listen. For two, second thing is, just from what you just said, you guys are contradicting shit that you said earlier. Now, here's the thing. You just said you want to spend quality time with somebody, all that stuff. You got it. When for man, like Bobby said, and if men do this a lot, we don't always plan shit out. I don't give a damn if he black, white, Asian, whatever. We do not always plan shit out. It might be that one time we doing something like, hey, I wonder if Frankie want to ride with me. Hey Frankie, hey, come ride with me. I want you to ride with me. And then you're like, okay, cool. That's how shit happens. Now, for y'all to come out your mouth and say, oh, I might be the 6th or 7th round draft pick, that's saying how you see things. So you already put that label on that man. Regardless, he may have not. If he giving you a reason to do that, that's fine. But if a man has not given you a reason to put that label on him and you automatically jump to that conclusion, that's something in you. That's not on them. That might be that. That's that man's personality. Like, hey, he's truly thinking about you. Like, for real. Like, he probably forego calling his mama or spending time with his mama to call you. And like, hey, ride with me. Or his sister, because he want to spend time with you. But because you got it in your head, you already got an attitude. Like, this nigga done call all these other bitches. Now he want to call me.
I don't know what the hell you done did. If you passed it out to go to the mall, you knew, like Frankie said, you knew you was going to go to the mall earlier.
That's exactly what
if he was at work.
I did say that, but I'm not saying that's every situation. I'm saying
whoa.
No. You
scenario. What's the first thing you did?
Scenario, but once again, I did. Left, right? Are you gonna let me say what I'm gonna say?
No.
I said it, and you are correct in that might be my own prior relationship or feelings. I'm going to take that. What I will not take from what you just did is the word bitter.
Okay, I'll retract bitter.
You can retract bitter. I will agree with that. That is a problem that it might be my own personal issues for that. For me thinking, but that's also me thinking that you didn't think of me first. I mean, if you thought about if you're gonna let me finish. So if you are foregoing, I don't know if you called your mama first or your baby sister or your little cousin or you got the kids with you and you want me to ride so I can watch the kids with you. I don't know. I don't know any of that because you just said, let's go to the mall. I asked, my whole thing with that is, I'm not doing that. Make plans. And every plan does not have to be extravagant. I don't need a full itinerary, but I agree with the other young lady is that what you're not going to do is I'm not going to ride out this plane and be gone for 15 minutes out the house and be right back at the house. I'm not going to do that.
Okay, I'll agree with that. And here's the thing. Now, I will say this: if that does happen, like you go ride with somebody and you back home by 15 minutes, of course, you have every right on God's green earth to be upset. You got every right on God's green earth to be upset. But what I'm saying is give that individual an opportunity to either prove you right or prove you wrong. Regardless of, like you said, you want to plan, got it. He may have something planned in his head. Like, okay, I'm gonna go do this real quick. Then I got her on my side, and I'm gonna take her to this little steak place or whatever. He might be want to tell you in the car versus on the phone.
That part.
And
because I've been at work. I've been at work, and I was driving my truck, and I would call my friend. I was like, "Hey, when I get off work, I'm probably go hit the store, woo woo woo, and then we probably get something to eat." And I let her know before I got off work. Now, sometimes I would let her know, A
man with a plan.
Sometimes I would let her know as I got off work and was in my car. Or sometimes I'll just go pick her up. Hey, let's go such and such, and then we go get something to eat after that. But I can't. I'm not gonna say that she was my second, third, and fourth, fifth option, because I don't be scanning women like that to see who available.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm glad you said that because I thought you were finna go left. I said, damn, he done fucked up all the work I did.
You got scared, huh? You got scared, huh?
Yeah, I got nerves. I'm over here sweating and shit. Like, please don't go there. Please don't go there.
No, he should have went there because obviously, if you were scared, it was something wrong with what you said.
Nah, on the real though, like for real, like, and I think, and again, like, listen, this whole conversation, let's listen to the conversation, and I'm self-reflecting as I speak too. But I think that's part of the issue with dating and relationships. We tend to take past experiences. Yes, they say your experiences drive your reactions. But we tend to take that and put that into our own personal decision, how we view things. Like Rodney said in the comments, like, you took your personal opinion and put it on that scenario, and by you doing that, you probably put a label on somebody who had good intentions, and by your reaction to that individual, they could take it like, oh, well, damn, she really not that interested. Okay, well, then that's when you start getting those individuals where you're like, okay, well, she's not interested. She's not as interested in me as I am in her, so I'm gonna pull back. And you end up with that yo-yo effect. Because since I don't pull back, you like, oh shit. See, I knew he wasn't shit. His mama ain't shit. His daddy ain't shit.
I don't even act like that. It ain't even that serious.
For real.
But you know what? But my thing is, are we not all a collection of our experiences?
Absolutely.
Are we not a collection? We don't show. We don't. Nobody's showing up raw, without scars and bumps and bruises, and you all bring that to your relationship. I'm not saying that we like how are we anything that goes on That's the whole reason why people say red flags and all this other stuff, because you have your experiences. And I'm not saying that person, he might pull back, but I can rest assure you, I would absolutely communicate why I would be saying no. Like why I'm not going to the mall with you right now. And whatever your response is, okay, well, maybe next time I'll do better, or next time I think about this, or this is what I really wanted to do with you today, then come with it. But I'm going to communicate that. I'm not giving somebody a dry text saying, "How." Like, I'm not going to hit that. Or if we're talking on the phone, I'm going to actually communicate the reason why I'm saying those things. But we all are. I can't get over this thing about how we just supposed to just walk in willy-nilly, white as the covered snow, into any relationship like we ain't been through shit. Like that. How does that work?
No. Okay. I understand what you're saying. One, I want to say something. Something that you said about communication, because that's all we're gonna hit on too. Communication, yes, is key. Yes, it is. It's key. Now, if you would have responded like you said, then it probably would have went a different direction. As far as like, oh, okay, I understand. Maybe, like you said, maybe next time I'll tell you exactly blah 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 X Y Z. Now, back to the experiences. Yes, everybody has experience. Yes, everybody has gone through stuff in life. The question is, and the problem is at the same time, is one, do you learn? Do you learn from your experiences? What have you learned from your experiences? And have you grown from your experiences? Because a lot of people learn from their experiences, but it taints their view. It taints their perception of situations. So you might go through a situation and come out thinking, oh, like the common thing that you say all back in the day, all men are dogs. Why do you feel like all men are dogs? Because I dated these 3 dudes and blah 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 blah. But you didn't learn from the situation. Okay, what type of dudes were they? What did they do? What did you let go? What did you let slide? Et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. You see what I'm saying? Or did I just lose everybody? Because everybody got that look on their face. Like, what the fuck he just said?
You just respond like 3 questions with a narrative to it, like back to back.
Okay, bottom line, did you learn from your experience? That's the bottom line. Was it good or bad? That's it. Did you learn? Because experiences are teachers. They could do the wrong thing.
They are.
All the ladies looking like I ain't got nothing to learn. He do.
No, that's not the look. That's really not the look. It's not the look whatsoever. And that assumption was a flag on the play, because that really was an assumption. That's not the look at all. I recognize the look.
I hadn't moved on yet, so when you was giving your little spiel, I was still kind of processing the rest of the conversation we just came up out of, to be honest. Because I'm like, wait a damn minute now. I'm sorry. So that was part of my problem. I was just trying to digest the rest of that process through my head. And I just like to say one thing on that. Like Frankie was saying, communication, but also I just want to add, getting to know the person that you are dating would help you see what type of person she is and what she likes. Like maybe my experience is specifically because I'm a single parent. So your spontaneity for me is not going to work, and I need a plan. That's something I'm not going to learn from that, because I feel like, okay, you need to have an understanding of what I got going on too. And if you're interested in me, you have to know some shit ain't going to work, and I'm going to need that plan. So you can't just, hey, Shanika, come ride with me to the mall, because I'm sorry, I'm not going to be able to grab the sitter to ride with you to the mall. I'm sorry, I was still on that part, so I just want to clear that up going forward. If there's anything that I learned, On what level are you speaking of? I'm sorry. From what part of it all? You mean like the whole dating experience? You mean the shit that I've been through in my past? What have I learned? Like, okay.
Yeah. So let me address. Let me add to that too. So when you said getting to know somebody, how are you going to get to know somebody without being around that individual?
We're having conversations. In conversation, I will let you know I have children. With that conversation, usually guys want to know, where are the dads? Ain't that something y'all want to know? Like when you get to talking about a woman has kids, sometimes they want to find out where the daddy is. Daddy,
Ain't none of my business.
Look, well,
I mean, that's just nosy. But
some of
I agree.
I ran into, I kind of want to know, like, what you got going on.
Yeah, because they be asking so they can figure out that drop off.
They want to know what they finna get into. So I don't mind letting it be known, like, okay, I'm a single parent. My kids are here with me. Their dads don't live in San Antonio. So I can't just be, you're going to your daddy's this weekend, mama got a date. I can't do that.
Yeah.
So those are conversations I want them to already know so they can know how to handle me going forward. And if they want to deal with that situation, because it may be too much for him. So if he can't deal with that, then he can move on to somebody else. I just can't roll like that. So,
and again, I agree with you, Shanika. And I say this in many situations. You have to know your audience. You have to know who you're dealing with, what you're dealing with, because just like Shanika said, that spot nanny that you may do at that point, unless you like own your shit and you didn't like know my situation, you didn't got the babysitter booked already and got this done, then you could be spontaneous. But if you can't be spontaneous if all these ducks are in a row. Like you just can't come up and be like, hey, let's go to the mall. It don't work like that for a single parent. But you got to know your audience and what you're getting into to the situation.
Don't that come with time and don't, like you just said, time and communicating, right?
It does, and that's what I'm saying. You have to know your audience. You have to know who you're dealing with. So that situation, that picture that you painted, that was so beautiful, that don't work for everybody. This real motherfucking life, that don't work for everybody.
Okay, y'all you wanna get technical with it? Then let's get technical.
I'm just saying,
man, let's get technical.
This is real life.
Man, listen, wait, see, hold on. If a man is gonna randomly ask you to go to the mall like that, because that's like, I'm gonna keep it 100. That's like taking sand to the beach. So if a man asks you to go to the mall with him, one, he already knows your situation. So all that what y'all saying, I got it. I understand what you're saying. I understand that you got to know the kid and everything. If he asks you randomly to go to the mall, he knows your schedule. He knows what you're going through. He knows exactly how to present this. So we've passed all of that now. So I see what y'all saying, and I understand. Like, I understand what's going on. But I want to switch gears real quick.
That sounds real just real dismissive. But okay, go ahead.
How's it dismissive?
Go.
No. Because you said it's dismissive because I'm saying you fired back like we got to know the situation, right? And I said I understand that. But if a man is asking you a question like that, then he already knows the situation. Y'all got that communication level to the point where he knows you got kids or something. Ain't no stranger gonna say, "Hey, let me come pick you up and take you to the mall."
You lie.
They definitely do that.
They do that for real.
You lie. For real. You lie.
As weird as hell.
That's why. Haven't you paid attention to the women's faces when you say some stuff? Look in the camera. We all three of us done had that same look while you was talking. Like, yeah, okay. See, your shoes and our shoes are different shoes. So that's why we looking at like every time we look, we got the same. We got the same look. But go ahead. Go with your question.
What the fuck y'all be finding these people at? Because Bobby and Kevin said the same. We all say the same shit. If us three saying the same shit and y'all three saying the same shit,
just it don't make it gold, but it don't mean it shines. But okay.
Where are y'all finding these individuals?
We ain't find them. 99.9 found me, unfortunately.
Where?
So it ain't I found. They found me.
Where? Where did they find you?
Store, Facebook. And I, to be clear, I want to say the people that have found me haven't been no bum dudes. Like these dudes is like retired military, about to come out. They business dudes. They ain't like no fuck boy smoking weed sitting at the house on their mama couch, to be clear. But apparently the fuck boy don't change whether if you're sitting on your mama couch or that you retired. The fuck boy is real. So it don't matter. I just want to put that out there because some people will be like, oh, he a fuck boy. He must be one of them sitting on. Now it done been some business folks that got fuck boy written out that's dipped in fuck boy. That be on bullshit. Just to be clear. Just to be clear.
Okay.
So go on with your question though. The woman's situation with kids is totally different. But go.
Yeah, y'all
it's hard out here. I'm telling you.
It's hard out here for a non-pimp. If I was a pimp, if I was a female that really was dirty, I'd be straight. I ain't lying. Because I'd be looking at some of these females that be with dudes and I'd be like, if I didn't have no respect for myself, looking like anything, didn't give a fuck about my kids, sitting at the club getting food stamps assistant, I guarantee you I would not be motherfucking single.
Absolutely not. You wouldn't be single.
I would not be single. But because I have morals and I take care of my kids and I do my shit and handle up and ain't in these streets with my ass and shit hanging out, I get the end part, that last of the exception, the courtesy, I guess you want to say, of interest from somebody. Like, I gotta be a fuck ass person to be in a relationship. Like, people don't date people that got common sense just trying to do stuff for themselves, like whatever else. You get the last thought when you that type of individual. When you carry yourself a certain way, you're the last thought of a guy. That's that. When I've been knowing you 10 years, so I'm gonna go ahead now. I'm interested in you, and that's the kind of shit you look over.
Right. I get the. I thought you were married.
Ooh,
I'm gonna get that. You know what? Whoa. That's not a bad thing though. That's not a bad thing. No. Listen. No, I got that part to you guys, but that's not a bad thing because if men see you as taken or wife material, that's the first thing that's gonna pop in their head. Oh, I thought you was married. That's I'm being honest.
But
now
you thought I was married, but you don't see me as somebody sexual that you even asked me for my phone number. You don't follow that up with that.
Well, shit, that's on them. I'm just telling you, like, I'm just giving you my insight. That's on them. Now y'all about to have me turn into Kevin Samuels right here. Y'all better
your inside cloudy like glaucoma.
Hey, y'all better chill out. I'm about to turn into Kevin Samuels right here.
You keep Kevin where he is. Kevin be over. Keep Kevin where he is. You're not Kevin.
Wait. What you're not finna do is come on my show and talk to me like
that. This ain't your show.
Ma'am.
Wrong answer. Anyway, but I feel what you feel, Frankie, because I didn't got told that more than a little bit. That I thought you were married, and I asked, why did you think I was married? Because of the way you carry yourself, the way that you're dressed, because you take care of your kids, because you go to work every day, and I'm like, but ain't that what I'm supposed to do? Like, because I don't have my ass, my titties out, blah, blah, blah. I ain't flossing for the book with my food stamps or whatever else. It's like you having that look of being married disqualifies you. Because if you look married, most people are a real dude is not going to confront you if you look married. So it takes you out the game.
My nurse came to me the other day and said, "Oh, I thought you was married." I looked at her like,
okay, she's stupid because if she your nurse,
really?
yeah, she's just slap her on her forehead. She's stupid.
That was a pickup line.
That was a pickup line, Kevin. You finna get some free bandages, baby. You finna get taped up in a whole different way, Kevin.
Hey, she finna give you a sponge bath, dog.
You
Hey, I wouldn't mind. She's very attractive, and she has good head on the shoulder.
Let me find out.
Hey, Kevin.
You keeping nurse hours, Kevin?
Head doctor.
Kevin?
Head doctor.
What you say?
Is she a head nurse?
I'm not finna play with them.
Woo!
Right. Hey, but for real though, let me change gears a little bit real quick because I know we.
You've been changing gears all night. Are we bikes?
Yeah, yeah, we on motherfucking 10 speed.
I feel like you've been riding me all night. You changing gears.
Motherfucking 10 speed right there. So check it out. So listen. So with all of our experiences in relationships, like what is one thing that you know you have gotten better at and what you have learned from your relationships about yourself?
Repeat that, because that went here and then kind of dipped off.
Because I was going to say, what have you gotten better at in a relationship since all the relationships you had been through, what you have? And I just said, what have you learned about yourself? That makes it easy. What have you learned about yourself in a relationship?
What I learned about myself. Go ahead, kid.
Listening. I don't like to argue. Went through enough of that with my ex-wife. I would prefer to talk stuff out than to yell. That's just it. I'm just a real calm person nowadays.
Communication is key.
I think
Go ahead, Bobby.
It's definitely communication, and you learn how a person is, because again, I'm all for pay attention to your audience. That means your companion, your family member, whatever. You have to know that person and how they communicate, because everybody communicates differently. So for me, I would definitely say communication, and I would say communication without fear, because many times we don't say stuff because of the fear that that person may get mad at us or may leave us. I'm just at this point. I'm a shooter. If you don't like it, like, I don't care if you leave, deuces, do what you gonna do. If we can't communicate and work it out, and you get mad or get your drawers in a knot and want to leave, don't let the door hit you where the good Lord split you. So definitely just different levels of communication, learning how that person communicates.
Bobby, were you saying something?
Oh yeah, I just want to say I've learned not to waste my time. If you are talking to someone and you realize that they ain't on the same path you trying to go on to be on, then there's no point of us moving forward with this. Like, a lot of people like to stretch things out. Like, I had a conversation with a friend, and she was in the feelings because she was talking to somebody, and he initiated, like, up front that he wasn't trying to get in a relationship, but she, with the conversation that they was having, had built up feelings towards this person, and to where, like, they ended up getting into it, and he was like, all right, well, this is ended, and I don't want to, have anything to do with you, but you and your feelings. He told you up front. I didn't want to be in a relationship. As soon as you tell me something like that, like, no, all right, well, this is cool, we can be friends, but as far as emotionally getting attached to you in that way, no, there's no point in moving forward. Like, there's nothing that we can do for him. And also, learning that if people don't learn to love your love languages, like, they don't try to learn you, once again, don't waste your time. Like you really gotta I've learned that as I got noticed. Like you really got to know people. Like you got to learn. You got to ask you got to ask questions like that superficial shit. Like, what's your favorite color and what you like to do for fun? Like, nah, motherfucker, if I'm on this bridge and I need you to stick your arm out, like you gonna stick your arm out, you gonna let me fucking fall off this bridge. Like, I need to know if you a fight or flight type of person. Like we out in the club and somebody about to jump me and I tell you grab motherfucking pistol out the goddamn seat. Is you gonna shoot that motherfucker or you just gonna not like? Because I need to know. Like I need to know what the fuck you is before we get to this point.
Bobby, you just reminded me of a story.
Yes.
Bobby, you was on point.
Like
I need to know if you got me.
I need to know if you got me. Like that's some real shit. Like
that's some real shit.
With the way internet is where you see people out here that person did not have that person is like, how you even gonna move forward in this? I can't move forward in this relationship. You sit there and let me get jumped. So a bottom out of nigga, you ain't trying to kill
Listen, you know, my I got this dog, right? And my friends know that if I'm serious about somebody, if I let somebody else walk this dog.
Okay.
They know. They were like trust. They were like, because if I say, oh, they're like, where's so and so? I'm like, oh, he in the house. I'm outside walking, Frank. I'm outside with the dog, right? And they like, oh, and I'm like, they were like, you ain't gonna let him walk the dog? I'm like, hell no. They were like, why you dating him? Why you dating him?
Cool.
If I wouldn't let you pull my car back into the parking space, then what's the use? I'm with Bobby. I'm not gonna keep it going if I'm not even gonna progress with that. But to answer your question, my biggest thing is for me is loving me. That's the biggest thing I have learned is appreciating me for what I am, for all my flaws, for all the ugly that's in me, for all the good, because I'm a good person. But all of that, I appreciate me. And I am no longer going to deal with something that is unworthy of me and my feelings and what I bring to the table for another minute. And I'm real serious about it. Like I've gotten really, really, really good at cutting the BS. And I pray to God on the regular for the power of discernment. And what if it ain't? And if it's not for me, go ahead, cut this off. I'm with you. I cut this off in 2 days. Oh, you know, we ain't got to talk no more. I really am thinking about going in a different direction in my life. So
you sound like a corporation, the company.
Well, sometimes I don't want to be ugly. I don't want to be ugly. I'm not rude. It's nothing personal. It's nothing. This thing gonna work. So
yes,
okay. Like I'm not crying. I'm not coming over to flatten your tires. I'm not busting out the windows. I'm not doing nothing crazy. We just move on.
Yes.
And it's cool. And it's so okay as grown people. And you can call me a fat bitch on your way out. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine.
Because they do be petty.
You can call me. You can be a fat bitch on your way out. It's okay. It's cool. Like it's fine. It really is. And so, but that's the thing that I have learned. That's what I'm learning, and I appreciate my life so much more than at any other point in these last couple of years that I really truly appreciate my own maturity in, and it's good. It's good because I've been dating and I'd be like, oh, you know what? I changed my mind.
Yes.
Can we be friends? Nah, I got no friends. It's cool.
Yeah.
All right. Well, thank you.
I'll friend somebody in the heartbeat. Friends on somebody in the heartbeat. Like literally start off like, oh, we gonna be. I like you, and then you tell me a couple things like, okay, you in the friend zone. That's about as far as it's gonna get. Cause hell, the fuck no.
I don't even collect. My friend zone is closed. I don't even collect them.
Thank you. I'm not collecting no more friends. We good. I'm not even gonna put you in there. We done. I just love Frankie so much. I'm like, ooh, yes. I like, yeah. I'm between how Frankie and Bobby, what they talked about. I feel like I've been through so much shit in my past. It helps me realize now the type of stuff I don't want to sit and allow to happen or go through again. So I'm mindful and I'm okay with being single until I find what works for me. I don't want to just take anything, take anybody just to have somebody. I'm willing to wait. And that whole self-love had to come in with it and putting myself first and all that kind of stuff. And I'm kind of, like I said, I'm not collecting men to put in the friend zone. I'm not doing that. I'm not gonna, oh, you know what? Maybe I'll ignore this and see if it gets better. No, y'all know I didn't cut 2 people off in 2 weeks because I'm like, you know what? Yeah, this is not gonna work.
Especially the titty pic you got.
Oh, that makes 3. Yeah. So it's like,
oh yeah. Let me tell you about this shit. Okay, I'm sorry. We finna go. I gotta go here now. So check this out. I'm finna put your business in the street right now.
You gonna tell my story?
Yes, I'm finna tell you.
I was gonna tell it too. I ain't gonna lie. I was gonna tell it.
This shit is hilarious. So Nika was talking to this dude, right? They vibing and whatnot, right? So she was like, she looked at one of his pictures, like, oh, you look attractive. So this motherfucker sends her 3 pictures. 2 pictures of him and 1 picture of a person topless. So she sends it to us. And I'm like, I'm looking at the picture, and I was like, damn, this dude titties bigger than half the women I know. And I'm sitting there like, and I'm like, I'm going ham in the motherfucking group. I'm going ham in the group. Like, yo, I'm sitting here feeling self-conscious and shit, thinking about walking around without my shirt on and shit like that. Hold on, Kevin. Hold on, Kevin.
Like, does he not understand what the fuck is going on? Like, is he?
Yeah, hold on, Kevin. It gets better. So I'm going ham in the group. These 2 nuts talking about you need to put your glasses on. That's a woman.
What?
Yeah.
Dude, let me just back it up. So, like he said, we talking, we on the phone, we're exchanging pictures, because he asked for, we had just got phone numbers. So it's like, okay. So he sends me a picture. I compliment the picture. I'm like, oh, okay, you look nice. So it's Deborah waiting and being like, she said I look nice, thank you. He decides he want to flex on me. So he like, okay. I'm gonna send these right here. He sent me about 6 pictures. So I'm looking at the pictures. I'm like, this titty. He accidentally sent me another woman in her. Yes.
All she had was panties
and titties. And I was like, and I messaged him and I was like, you know what? This ain't even gonna work. You sent me another picture, another woman titties, and he was like,
but no. Here's the thing though. Her titties weren't pretty. Her titties were not. They look like they look like fish.
No,
they look like fish. So they went like down and around and cut up on the side. Like,
what we not gonna do is body shame this young lady.
I'm not body shaming. I'm titty shaming.
We not gonna do that. I just want to backtrack and say, ma'am, whoever you are, I'm not shaming your titties. I'm shaming the man that had your titties on blast. So let's backtrack a little bit more, because people probably like in the audience like, you sent them this woman titties. Duriel is, of course, the man of the group. Being a single woman, I want to know sometime, am I tripping? Because this is where I am in my life.
So what he say?
If I'm tripping, let me know I'm tripping. Like, so I go to Duriel, like, okay, y'all, what you feel about this? And Duriel oh boy, he, so like, I'm like, Duriel, are you really this ill? And then when he found out it was another woman's titties, then he was on my side. But when he thought it was his homeboy titties, which I don't see how he would. I don't know.
Bro, I'm telling you, it's like, you know how. No, I'm serious. You know how you be real obese and then lose weight, and then you had a I'm so serious. That's what it looked like. And I was like,
Bobby got a question.
Extra skin. Wait, extra skin, the real. Extra skin, bro. Extra skin.
Bro, I'm telling you, I'm so serious. Like, it threw me for a loop because I'm sitting there looking like, because the first thing popped in my head, damn, dude got some big ass areolas. Like,
shut up. Okay, look. Stop.
I'm like, damn, what the fuck?
You're not gonna do this. Bobby confused right now, though.
Bobby got a question.
Bobby got a question.
Y'all just brought that up because I partake in the devil's lettuce, so I forget a lot of stuff, and that just brought something back up to the beginning. So I actually ended a relationship because of something similar to that. My girlfriend, right? So I'm just chilling, right? I'm playing on the Xbox, and I hear the phone go, ting. I'm like, oh shit, and they said it was a picture messages. So I was like, oh shit, what's this? I'm excited. So it was a nice little sexy pic, titties and shit. But she sent the pics in the group chat, cuz, to like all other niggas.
Oh.
Which started a group chat with these other niggas. Who the fuck is this? And who is this? I'm like, oh, hell no. Like, they were trying to cap on me. He didn't take my phone, tell me, they say, who is you? Well, I thought I had a girlfriend, but it looks like she's sending all y'all niggas pics, and y'all can have them, my nigga. I'm done. Y'all can have that.
Like, hey, that's how you
responded back to me, like, say, my nigga, you talk to her about that. I don't know what the fuck you is. Like,
right.
You can have her though, because I'm not supposed to be out here.
Exactly.
Like, I like smart girls. So for like you, even if you gonna be on some wild ass shit like that, please make sure you don't do it in the group chat. Please make sure you send it to everybody individually.
I'm ashamed of her. She is not a city girl. She is for the streets. You should have had her game up much better than that.
Wait, hold on. She might like that though. She might like to get ran through all at the same time. You know that's a thing now.
Oh Lord.
Not in the game bangs like that now.
I ain't about that life. Okay, like I
was just like that life either.
Especially when the niggas is getting aggressive. Like you getting aggressive with me when she added me into the group chat. I didn't.
Why is PK leaning up on the camera like this?
Like nigga,
because the dating pool got shit in it.
It's got a lot of shit in it. Like it's shitty. It's really shitty. It's Lincoln Pool shitty. Like goddamn, I am tired. Like goddamn. Like and I got a lot of homegirls, so I hear the stories from my homegirls about the shit they go through with these niggas. I just have to let them know these women ain't better. Like,
they are not.
It is a lot of women that have go through, and I understand you've been through a lot of shit with a bunch of fucked up ass niggas. And now you taking on this mentality like I'm just gonna give a fuck and I'm gonna be a fuck bitch. Like that's cool, but you say you want a good nigga, then you get a good nigga. And as soon as you
Can I tell y'all my horror story?
Oh yes.
Do I need to drink for your horror story?
Yes.
The way you leaning over, that's gonna be a story. So I'm ready.
It's gonna be a story. This one was pre-COVID. No, was it pre-COVID? Yeah, it was pre-COVID.
Okay.
I met a fella online. I do online dating because I'm in education. So, I work with a bunch of broads. So let's just see what it is. And when I go places, I get the whole, you must be married, or I get a lot of weirdness. So I do online dating here in Dallas. And if you know anything about Dallas.
Ooh, bless your heart. I lived there for like 3 years. Bless your heart. This
is trash. So met this guy online. We talked for a good little while. He told me that he was a chef and, everything was going great in his life or whatever. So he asked me, I have a rooftop deck here. So he was like, well, I don't know. We talked and I was like, well, come over. We'll have a drink on the deck. You can't come to my house. Let's be clear. I'll meet you at the rooftop deck. I'll tell you where to park and I'll meet you at the deck. Right? So I was at the deck before he even showed up. So he can't even see where I walk out from. Because I'm safety first, right? Yes. So we go to the rooftop deck. He brings me some wine. He has beer. and he drank like 3 of the beers. He had 3 beers left over. And I said, we made plans to see each other the next day. And I said, well, instead of taking these beers home, I'll keep them for you, right? Because we were going to come back out to the day. Everybody with me, right? Mm-hmm. So the next day, there's a bar over here that I really do like and kind of eat there. And it's a happy hour. So we went there for happy hour. We met, so now we're talking. And if you guys have learned me a little bit, you know I'm very straightforward. So I was very clear in that I don't date bum niggas, right? I don't date bums. I just don't. I don't date homeless niggas. I don't date bums. I don't date people with their own stuff, without their own things, right? So I'm just, and he gets an attitude. And so he asked the waitress for the ticket. He says, I want to pay for my beer that he had drank. And the waitress looks at me because, you know, I've had like 2 drinks. And so she looks at me and she goes, oh, he goes, no, I just need my ticket for my beer. And I said, oh, okay. I told her, I said, don't worry about, I said, don't bring him his ticket. Just put it on my tab. I got it. Right? Don't worry about it. I'm not gonna let another woman my daddy said, if you let a woman pay for a drink, then she thinks she own you. I said, well, my mama told me, bitch, don't never be out without your own money.
That part.
That's all some right? Color purple shit.
Right. So I said to him, I paid for my drinks, he paid for his beer. It started raining. It started like drizzling or whatever. He had parked super far from where we were at. And I had parked dead in front of the bar. And I said, well, let me just drive you, because this seems like it's going sideways. Let me just drive you to your car for you don't have to walk in the rain. Nice. And, you know, we have a good time. So we get to his car. I said, well, you know, it seems like you have a problem, but, you know, no big deal. You know, you have a great life. I drive off. Before I can drive off, he calls me and he says, he goes, I want my beers back. I said, what? He says, I want my beers. Oh, Kevo, don't flip out just yet. He says, I want my beers back. So now I said, okay, well, follow me to the apartment and I'll get the beers, but, you know, park by the gate. So I call my neighbor, my male neighbor, and I tell him this nigga crazy. So come outside and stand out there with me. So I hurry up, get in the, I don't even park in my parking space. I go through this little back way, go grab the beers. He's out in the parking lot. So my neighbor's over there watching just in case, right? So I give him his beers and he starts talking. He goes, well, you know, the reason why I'm so upset is because I'm one of those people. I said, what, you one of those what? He goes, I'm a bum ass nigga. I said, oh, well, I didn't know that. He goes, I'm a bum ass nigga and I'm going through a lot and I got a lot going on and I just need some help. I just need something. And I said, well, what are you talking about? Y'all, he rolls down his windows on his car. Why does he have a whole back seat full of suitcases? This nigga tells me that he is homeless and he is looking for someplace to stay. And he thought that I was going to be able to help accommodate him.
Homosexual.
I said, I cannot. Have a great day. He bust out in tears and is crying. Leaned up against his steering wheel, crying, talking about why can't I just help him just for the night? I told him I cannot. God will provide. I believe it. Here are your beers, sir. Have a great evening. God will take care of you. I trust and believe that. And
homosexuals.
And you cannot. But he was so mad at me that I had said that I guess I ruined his chance. My neighbor is outside looking at he said, is that nigga crying? He said, what you do to him? I said, I didn't do nothing to him. He crying. So he pulls outside the gate, calls me again, and says, can you help me on my resume since you're a teacher? Can you help me do my resume? I said, I cannot help you with anything There is a center that's right up the street. Make 2 lefts and a right, and you'll find it. And they have resume help. I cannot help you.
Damn.
That is dating in Dallas.
Now somewhere
Damn.
there's a woman that picked his crying ass up, and she is currently living in his house and probably refused. Well, he's living in her house.
This man
And
is
he
40.
refused sleep.
He is 48 years old. He's not unattractive, but he was so mad at me because I said I don't want no bum ass nigga. Since I said that set him off, and he was out there hollering, talking about I'm one of them.
Hit dogs holler.
Baby,
Okay.
my friends.
Yes. I got so many questions right now, and it's not even questions. It's like it's comments. First of all, if you in a situation like that, why the fuck are you trying to date? Like,
exactly. Exactly. Because he's trying to find a place to live, bro.
That should be the last thing on your motherfucking mind. Second of all, I'm glad you said that, Kevin, because that is ain't no probably. That's part of the. That ain't no part. That's the reason why.
Come on.
Good men get overlooked because of some bullshit like that. And it's crazy because
you listen to this podcast. I hope you landed somewhere.
That gotta be the most petty moment ever on this podcast.
Hey, I'm waiting on when we gonna do our closing remarks because I'm done. I ain't got shit else to say after that.
But
that is dangerous.
But to be honest, this is the kind of dudes that we approach. They approaches us. It ain't that we going out looking for dudes. These are the dudes that see us that
ain't got shit to lose. Like in that situation, he got shit to lose. He already living in his fucking car. He ain't got shit to lose.
But
it's somebody that's out there that's gonna feel bad for him and gonna
that's down to that really needs a man, want a man just for the sake of it.
And then here's the crazy part about it. Here's what's gonna add to it. If he can lay some pipe, it's a wrap.
Yep,
it's a wrap. And I've seen that.
Please save this. Please save this topic for another segment. Or that's another.
Yeah, I had a friend in DC like that. In DC, she was very attractive. I mean, had her shit together, lived in a multi-million-dollar home. Blah 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 blah. All that stuff. She was fucking with a dude who didn't have a pot to piss in. Hell, he ain't had shit. Only he had 2 pairs of Jordan and some pants. She bought him everything else. And the only reason why he was still there, and we used to always say, why the fuck? First of all, why you let him put his hands on you? Because you own everything. Like, what the fuck he gonna do? Put his ass out. Second of all, why the fuck are you fucking with him? And she's like, it's just dick. I said, bitch, you crazy.
She moved a guy in. This dude showed up from Ruston, Louisiana with a tattoo gun, a pair of tennis shoes, a
What the hell?
Y'all, yeah, that's crazy. Nah,
that is not me. And I'm not that kind of fat. You know, I'm a big girl. But I'm not that kind of fat girl.
Now you get into the reason why y'all getting y'all get into the reason why y'all say that the dating pool is fucked up because of individuals like that. You have women and men who are willing to bend the rules, lower their standards to a point because they don't want to be lonely to a point where everybody's like, damn, if XYZ is doing that, then shit, I could do the same thing. And just because you won't do it, it's another chick out there that's gonna do it.
I believe
you won't let me stay there. And that's the same thing when it comes
I believe
to
and a lot of guys target plus size women because they think they're easier and they think they're lonely and they think that they think they have a chance of pulling them because they'll be like, well, I need a man, any man, period.
Never.
Shit.
I can't tell
I ain't missing no meals around this bitch.
what you say, Darrell? I said I can't tell because I only been trying to. I just be trying to be nice to the plus size women, and they be cussing me out. Look, you ain't ready for this. Hold on. I just said
because they didn't already because of their past experiences. Yep.
I'm talking about they esteem me like on 2,000. I'm like, yo, look, wait. I just said hi. I'm not trying to holler. I'm not. Hey, keep it cool.
So per comments, Rodney said. First, he said that's wild at Frankie's story. Then he said a lot of guys target low self-esteem women too for those same.
Bingo.
And you're right. You're right. But in that defense, from a conversation that we had in IM, women, we got put on blast for not dating the nice guy. Just because you think you nice or somebody else thinks you nice don't mean that you're a nice guy. Like, you can be a nice guy, but that don't mean I'm attracted to you because you're a nice guy. Because I get pinned, and I'm finna put this bullshit out there, I get pinned that there's a nice guy that I should date, but I'm nowhere close to attracted to this nice guy. Now, I think I'd be a shitty ass female if I went forward and pursued this nice guy or led him on, and I have no piece of interest in the nice guy.
Yep.
Like, people think just because the dude is a nice guy that we're supposed to date them, or the other part to that is because that I'm a single mother with a child with a disability that I should just go ahead and sell myself out and date the nice guy.
But I'm gonna add to that. I'm gonna add to that too. That statement that he said, it's not just low self-esteem women. It's men out there too, and like it's low self-esteem men out there too. Because I've seen men, like very established men, get dogged. I'm talking about like buying women cars, houses, doing all this shit for them, and they trust me. Nah, you wouldn't. Nah, this one ain't so tight. I can tell you that now.
Is it my type? I'm looking for a new car.
You talking to me?
That's because they trying to buy their love. They trying to buy their love.
Exactly. That's what I was finna say. There's a difference. He set himself up to be dog because he's materially financing a woman. So he set himself up.
Because he got low self-esteem. That's what I was getting at. But he is about Shanika. How tall are you, Shanika?
Don't do that.
Like 5'4".
About 4'11".
Don't do that. Don't do that with my height.
4'11", ain't you?
I am 5'1".
Oh no, he 3 inches taller than you. So y'all be a cute couple.
I'll go low.
And when he's a nice guy too, huh?
Yeah, he really is. He's a real nice
guy.
Nice guy like the other one, the Batman and Superman and all that shit. Got it. We know what I got with that one too. Yeah.
The nice guy looking like
wait. You used to date Marvel? What's DC Comics?
See, don't pay attention to me.
What's going on?
I did. I tried to date outside of my normal. So I ended up getting a kind of, I won't call him a nerd. He was different. So I was intrigued by the different. So the first red flag was the dick pic I didn't ask for that he sent me, but somebody said to just, because I listen to Daryl, so I won't go into that conversation unless he wants to.
You did say that. You said relationships can survive or a situation can survive after the dick pic.
It can. If you what did I say?
Once again, Daryl stood up for his boy. He stood up for his males, and I
said if he addressed it first.
Huh?
I said you gotta address that first. Tell him, like, put it out there, like, don't do that shit. I didn't say just roll with the punches. Nah.
Yeah. Well, that was my first red flag that I should have been out of there. I guess that kind of ties back to the horror stories I should have said in the beginning. But anyway, yeah, we kind of let that boat slide because all right, we kept going, and I end up being told about one of his situations where while we're getting to know each other, he was in a homosexual relationship with a woman that was in his house and didn't leave for over a week. And he thought I was just going to come down there and the woman was going to magically leave his house because he had a date. So I was going to find out about the homosexual woman living with him when I come to the door and be like, hey.
And she was going to cook y'all dinner.
You know
what? Are you saying hobo? Are you saying hobosexual? Oh, I thought you were saying homosexual.
No, hobo.
I thought you were saying homo. I was like,
no,
he's trying to get a bow. All right, go ahead. I'm sorry.
Hobo, yeah. Apparently, sis, she must have been, because like, who would do something like that? But yeah, and I had to wish him a very nice life and good luck on your endeavors and whatever you decide to do in your future. And I was fine. I'm like, I can't. No, you can't play them games.
So he wanted you to come down there and evict that chick. Okay,
that's what it seemed like. That's what it felt like. I was like, you was finna. You don't put a woman in.
You don't
put a woman in.
You can throw them hands, huh?
I'd have went down there and tore all his shit up. I'd have been on this. I tore all his shit up last weekend.
Like it's that kind of stuff while you're comfortable. We get comfortable being single because I would say this back in the day. Everybody used to talk about the representative. Like you get that 3 months and then they start showing their true colors. I don't know. Like in the first 30 damn minutes, you be talking, conversation seem like it goes smooth. And even for me, I'd be like, well, yeah, you know, I'm celibate, blah, blah, blah. And this bastard, I get the dick pic. I get the masturbating pic. I get the pic of the dude in the shower. What the fuck? Okay, can you send me a picture masturbating? Bitch, who is you? Block. That's why I'm the blockologist. I will block a motherfucker so much.
Yeah, I got one that asked me to call him King Big Daddy.
Done. And on that note, we shall end tonight's segment.
Okay.
That's my first conversation.
Oh shit! What you said on your first conversation?
What would make him think he is even allowed to be called that?
He said all the women call him King Big Daddy.
Okay. So he think he like everybody else then. Okay.
He must drop it on your phone, huh?
Rodney said he gonna use that.
Tell him I hope that work out for him because that ain't working out for me. Let me tell you how funny it is. I called him the other day just for him to say it, for my friends to laugh. I ain't gonna lie. Because they didn't believe me. I said, watch. Hey, girl, you ready to talk to King Big Daddy?
Now keep on. I'm gonna tell you.
What you did? Just hang up. You hung up right after that?
No, I talked to them about 5 minutes while they was in the background hollering.
Yeah. And he probably
girl, I will never find out. I will never know what he working with. I will never know. I will be over here just as happy with my Amazon purchase and just keep it moving.
Because baby, that Rose is a motherfucking beast. That's all I'm gonna say.
That's her.
That's another subject. Hey, you want to be on the show for that? For sex toys?
Yeah, why not?
Because baby, if you ain't
that mini halo is the truth. Look it up, Amazon. It'll be there. It'll be there tomorrow by 8 o'clock.
Freaked out toys, and we ain't all we get is
y'all got toys. Y'all got toys. Y'all got toys.
Like what?
Y'all got prostitutes.
Oh,
and honestly, y'all will fuck anybody if paper bag on their head at night. Y'all fuck everybody.
I remember my uncle told me a long time. All cats are gray at night.
Children.
Please don't tell that story.
We getting off subject now. We getting off subject.
Not really. Some of us in relationships with our toys.
Darrell, keep us on subject, please.
Yes, I was about to say that.
What's the name of that toy again?
I think she said Halo. What?
Yeah,
Mini Halo.
Mini Halo. Mm-hmm.
Bobby, you looking it up too?
Bobby my dog though. That my brother own it.
I look. I know the toys.
My bro be on it.
Yeah. But now I'm a little tipsy and I ain't ate, so I'm trying to.
Got you.
We
about to.
Yes, we're about to wrap up. Since
Damn, it's been almost 2.5 hours. See, when shit get good, this is what happened.
Because this right here. So we'll go ahead and get on these outros for tonight. But we're gonna have, this gonna have to run into we do have Hobosexual on the list. And we definitely have a sex toy segment. We might have to pin that one for next month. Because baby is hard out here in these streets. What you say?
We're gonna bring that one to the forefront.
Yeah, we might have to push that one up. That might have to be that third week of July because we got stuff booked up back to back after that. So we might can swipe that one out. But because it's real out here in these streets. Like, damn. I thought me and Shanika be having and Bobby be having some issues, but damn, like I would just give me a shirt that just say I'm living a single life on the front because
I have a T-shirt that says I can't afford to love a Dallas man.
Damn.
Shut up, Shanika. Shirt idea. We'll write that down. We need them stats. I might have to do that in the second episode.
Okay.
No, we doing outros. Nope. You said we was doing
do the outro. Do the outro, man.
You said,
boy. I'm about to say we ain't finna be doing this. We ain't finna be sitting on this thing mail bash now.
Do you see that seat you sitting in? Sit there. So, Kevin, you want to go ahead and do your outro for tonight, Kevin?
As we've learned to not be so petty, we've also learned to embrace that petty power when we have to. So, as for me, I'm single, and it looks like I want to stay that way for a while. Because it's too much BS. But anyway, that's my outro.
All right. I feel that outro in my spirit. For real. Bobby Boucher.
I mean, let's see why. The dating field is shitty. But I grew up on 90s R&B, and Jodeci is like my favorite group of all time. So I still got like this idea that, I could find that perfect love. I ain't gonna be out here like starving for it though. But when it comes, it's gonna come. And I'm gonna fucking enjoy it because I've been through so many stupid assholes that have been really good. Made me realize that when I do find that good woman, I'm gonna do everything in my power to make sure I don't lose that motherfucking good woman. Plain and simple. Like, but another thing, if you know you a trash ass individual and you still hurt because somebody hurt you and you out here hurt people, stay your dumb ass single because goddamn. Exactly. All right, let me stop because I'm moving on. Goddamn. But on to the next one. I can keep going.
Miss Frankie, you want to give your outro?
What all needs to be included in this outro? Well, this is my first time. What do we?
Whatever you want to say.
Okay.
Closing word.
My closing word. Okay. I agree with Bobby. I'm good. I'm sorry, I muted myself. I'm sorry. I said I agree with Bobby that I agree. I'm good with being single, but I really do want a good relationship. Like I truly have hope. I'm not bitter. I don't want to be sad. I don't want to be lonely. I don't want to be starved out here. I'm not desperate. So when a good man comes through and he wants me, not the image of me, not the idea of me, but when he wants me, I'm gonna give it to him. All of it. So I'm looking forward to it.
Yes.
Yeah.
With a flashlight. Is this part? Light up back.
Oh, we like lighters. Oh,
She been having smoke going through there. She got a super long incense.
I do. You didn't see? I didn't flip. I didn't use like 3 different ones. I got my mini incense arsenal right here. You know, I like incense the whole time. So don't shake your head at me. I know this is what I do. Okay, so don't shake your head at me. I told everybody I'm an incense whore. I have incense everywhere.
I got my candles going.
Man, I got mine too. Why they don't understand the vibe.
We missing us there. Go better do music.
Hello.
We can get
Why you playing? All right, Miss Neeks.
Oh, it is me.
Yeah.
Okay, so
we're gonna save
I'm pretty much what?
We're gonna save long-winded.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm pretty much feeling what all I guess said today, Kevo, Frankie, Bobby. Like the dating pool may have piss in it, and I'm just standing there kind of looking at it, not really wanting to put my feet in the water. But I know my baby somewhere out there, so I ain't doing no tripping. All of these stories, all of these horror, all that shit. But I know there's a happy ending out there, so I'm far from bitter. I'm far from feeling any kind of way, but happy because I am at peace. And whoever I decide to bring into my life, hopefully we can be at peace. And I'm okay with waiting until that happens. So yeah, no more horror stories for me that I want to be a reality and live with for months and months and months. We're gonna cut them and we're gonna keep it moving into better days.
Get you a rose. Okay. What was that you said, Nuriel? Because you're very muted, but that looked like some what the first.
I ain't say nothing.
Okay, come on, Reverend Long-winded.
All right, so first and foremost, I'm shouting out FAMU, Florida A&M Rattlers. That's how we do. Every week I'm gonna represent a HBCU. This has been a very interesting conversation. A very, very interesting conversation. It's a conversation that needs to be had. It helps everybody understand what everybody is going through. Helps everybody understand everybody's experiences when it comes to relationships. It helps us as a community, black community, understand what our sisters and our brothers are going through. My advice when it comes to relationships, the biggest thing right now I can take right now is continue to make yourself happy by yourself. Because if you can be happy by yourself, you get that significant other to come in your life, they're just going to enhance it. I told a couple people that I know that were really anxious to get married. I said, marriage is not the end all be all, but marriage is an enhancement of your relationship. So if you got a fucked up relationship going into it, you're gonna have a fucked up marriage. So don't worry about the end game. Don't worry about what's happening, or what you're trying to get to. Worry about that moment, building those moments, like I said earlier, building those memories with the person that you want to continue to build memories with. And if you do that, I feel deep down inside that you're that person that you're looking for, that person that you're searching for is gonna find you, and you're gonna continue to enhance those memories that you have going on. And don't let the past experiences. Oh, we got a special guest. We got a special guest in the background. Well, don't let past experiences and episodes and people block your vision of what you're trying to get at. continue to hold on to that vision, continue to hold on to that thought, continue to hold on to that belief. And with that, peace, one love.
I knew somebody was gonna do it. Woo! All right. So, as Bobby and Shanika stated, I'm in that 90s old school love, hopeful, romantic person, but the dating pool does have diarrhea in it, and I'm just not trying to stick my toe in nothing else in that mug. So he gonna have to come to me. God gonna have to prepare us the table before me and be like, "This him." Like, I'm gonna need full clarification with the situation. Like I'm all that. I'm gonna need the bells, the whistles, rhinestones, fireworks. I'm gonna need that public service announcement to let me know this him, this the one, because I done wasted too much time already. So at that end, but it is a desire of my heart to have that person in my life and for me to get married. It was to have the white picket fence. Not saying I can't still have it, but hey, all right, ain't having no more kids though. But yeah, on that note. So I do wish definitely everybody love and much light, and hopefully with the way that our hearts and desires are, that we do hopefully find that person very soon, manifest that shit for real. I am big on manifestations. So some other stuff that came up, hopefully that comes up as well. So I would say that. But to give the ending of this first season, which I'm very proud that we are coming to the end of our first season. Again, thank you to everyone that has supported. All the guests that we've had, we greatly appreciate y'all because we've had some wonderful shows. Even this episode, I think this episode is our longest episode, guaranteed. But it was just a lot of information, a lot of everything. But next week we do start season 2. And Duriel, what is the first episode for season 2?
What the hell you ask me for? You know I forget.
You know what? Anyway, our next episode will be, for those like to be rocking and packing, is our Gunslingers episode. We have No, don't talk now. I'm finna mute you. Don't talk now. Anyway, so we have some professionals that are coming on the show, some true Black gunslingers, male, female, that are coming on to give us some tips, some direction, everything. If you're not carrying, you may want to come on this show and peep game, get some questions asked. Because I still got some stuff I need to purchase. Anybody got some hookups on some 12 gauges? Holla at your girl, because that's real talk. They feel like boys in the hood up on here. They don't even understand. I'm about that life. So that is our next episode. Going into June, we are doing an episode for our LGBTQ community. We have 3 guests for that episode, so we are super excited about the episode and the guests that we have coming on. So we have a lot of stuff coming on. If you're ever interested in being a guest on the show, you can hit me up, hit Duriel, hit Shanika, hit the TK Chronicles of a Black Sheep page. We're on IG, we're on Apple now, we're on Instagram, TikTok, like we're pretty much on many platforms, everything. So hit us up. We're good for it. We thank you again. Y'all have a wonderful and blessed night. Also, starting next week, time change. We're bumping up to 8 o'clock because, as was requested by a couple of our watchers, and what we already do, we normally have an after party ourselves, but we're going to start doing a Zoom party call after. So to just chop it up, feedback about the topic or whatever. So we will start that next week. So we will be bumping up to 8 o'clock. So until next week, we thank y'all so much for hanging out with us and kicking it with us. Rodney, you know you are so on point. We love you to pieces. And I'm still waiting for you to get back about you being on the episode. So FYI. But good night, all. Be blessed.
Peace.